Elvis, spokesperson for Japan, Kwesi Kwarteng, says that the chairman of the Presidential Election Committee, that's Joseph Osei Owusu, acknowledged that the omission was an error and gave verbal assurances that it will be put back into the pact. So Ken is justified in raising those concerns, is he not?
Well, first let me say that I wasn't there. And I've not read the pact. And I've not seen the signed pact. So all my comments are going to be based on what is being said.
True.
Well, first of all, if it's true that there's an omission, there's an omission. The question is that the way to go about it, pointing it out to the leadership? That's number one. Because you want to go and lead the party. You can reasonably point it and say, oh, having read this omission, I think there's something to be done. And I'm even asking, how did they come by the view that there was an omission? Because the same Kwesi Kwarteng you said has said that they did not receive the document ahead of time. So if it is true that they didn't receive the document ahead of time, how did they establish that it's an omission?
He explains that they had prior engagements and agreed that that was made, or that provision was made in the document.
But if you had a prior engagement, it is the document that you read that to determine. So if you didn't have the one that was given to you to read ahead of time, and then you go and read the final, then you say there's an omission, maybe the committee started and think that what the position you made, they didn't. That's why I'm saying that I'm just being careful and saying based on what is being said, because I have not heard officially from the committee. I think the committee is doing, especially Dr. Bawumia, a disfavor because the Ken camp already painted a picture that the party and people want to rig the election for Dr. Bawumia against them. And therefore, when this thing happened, I was expecting that immediately the committee will issue a statement. Okay, the committee will issue a statement to explain exactly what has happened. True. But as we speak, the committee has not issued any statement. It is aspirants and all their spokespersons who are now coming up with what they think has happened or what has not happened. The question I want to ask, what is stopping the committee from issuing a statement and explaining what really happened? Because Kwesi Kwarteng is claiming something is missing. Kobra Japan said there's nothing missing. Brian Chapo is saying something else. The objective of signing that Peace Pact to send a message of unity to the public and their supporters has been totally defeated. Right. It has been defeated with the confusion that has arisen after the whole event. And the committee should have immediately seeing that the thing was being done in the full glare of the media and was being captured live. When something happened, the committee chairman or the committee immediately should have issued a statement to say, look, if you see Ken complaining, this is what he complained about. And this is what has happened. This is what we have said. Now, Kwesi Kwarteng is attributing something to the chairman of the committee. Nobody has said from the chairman of the committee whether he indeed said that or not. And this is creating more confusion. And what it will do is that for those who believe that the election is to be rigged for Bawumia, will now say, but the man has said that this is what they want to do, and this is being done real in the full glare of the public. And I think that if the committee is hearing me, they should do something immediately about this, because it has the potential to affect the votes of people. Because if people do not hear from the committee, they are only hearing the what Kwesi Kwarteng and allegations being made. And Dr. Bawumia's camp has no right to respond, because they are not the committee. Indeed. And then you leave it like that. And people will say, okay, if the Ken camp believe that the thing is to be rigged for Bawumia, then it is being implemented and they are being caught attempting to do something like that. And that doesn't augur well for the NPP as a party. So I believe that if anybody in the NPP is listening to me this morning, they should tell the committee that it is in the interest of the party. It's in the interest of the party and the committee to immediately issue a statement, because the vote is just this Saturday. Yes. So if this confusion lingers, it has the potential to change people's minds. A committee should come out and say, no, this is what has happened. Whatever people are saying in all this and still be attributed to the chairman and everything, that's not this is what has happened. Or what is being attributed to the chairman and what they say is what has happened. Indeed. What steps have been taken to rectify it? Make it public. But if you leave this thing hanging around, you are giving the Ken camp advantage over the others. Because then it will be like, oh, if not for Ken, then the whole thing is about to It's against Ken, and they have already complained about that in the from the beginning, that the thing is likely to be rigged for somebody. I think it has the potential to divide the NPP itself more. And that's why I think that up to now, that the campaign team, the election committee, has failed to issue any statement to explain this issue is dangerous for the NPP. It's not good for the NPP. Don't give room for people to have all this misunderstanding and misinformation in the public, and you don't clarify it. It's not good. We don't want to hear what has happened from Ken Camp or want to hear from what Brian has said on. That is irrelevant.
Good.
It's the committee that is organizing the election that must come out to say no. This that people are saying, these are the facts. Then it clears everybody's mind that this is it. Well, if indeed there were errors, all steps have been taken. Because I also read somewhere they even said that Ken said Brian has signed in his color where he is supposed to sign. That was the problem. So there are all kinds of reasons being given. Even before that, somebody had claimed that somebody was in Ken's camp before even the thing was the moment Ken had a problem in his book, he had gone to write on social media that there was a provision that when there is any problem with any political, they will annul all the this thing. And that provision was not. So there are various reasons being given as to what Ken has done. So you don't know which one to believe. Is it that Brian signed in place of Ken? Is it what Kwesi Kwarteng is saying? Is it what Dr. Azomia, I think Azomia is saying? Which one is the actual problem that happened that day? Nobody knows. And you are leaving this confusion in the mind of the public. How do you expect people to trust the process if you are not willing to clarify? And I think that it is important for them to clarify, because if they don't, they are creating more divisions in the party, irrespective of the outcome of the vote. Do you think that if Ken should lose, do you think that his supporters will be willing to work for the party if you leave this thing hanging and at the end of the Saturday Ken didn't win? Do you expect Ken supporters to be happy with the party? Do you expect them to accept any peace deal? Do you expect them to come and join the party doing it? When something has happened, you won't come to explain. How do you expect his supporters to feel? And I think that everybody in the NPP should be interested, should be calling the campaign, the election committee, and telling them that come out and explain what has happened. It is very important. If they feel that they want to have a united party after 31st, things like this should not be left hanging. The NPP should understand that the dynamics of politics in Ghana is changing, and what you do to the public gallery has the potential to change people's mind, and they should be very mindful of how they do things to the elections, and even the delegates should also be mindful of their votes. I have said, and I'll say, that they should look at Alan and Akufo-Addo first vote when there was supposed to be a run-off, and then Alan stepped down. Alan and Co felt that they have so much power in the party, and within that time, they believe that they have a big say in the party because the election was supposed to go for the
runoff.
In the second election that they gave Akufo-Addo a resounding victory, it actually made everybody believe that this is what the party wants. This is the mood of the party. I believe that if NPP will have any chance of winning 2028, any chance at all of winning 2028, whoever will win Saturday must be given a resounding victory. Without a resounding victory on Saturday, if it is close to maybe 50 or even 60-40, if the winner even gets 60 and the rest mobilize 40, and the rest will mobilize 40 feel that now they have a say in the party and they want to control, and look at the kind of things that happened when Alan and Nana had a close contest, and then their chances of having any win in 2028 is gone, because it means that you are giving the party that division, that this candidate is almost winning, and if his supporters feel like we almost won, and then this development that they refuse to address, they go out and say all these things affected their chances, and they decided to be a power block within the NPP, and they will decide that they are not going to, in their own mind, they will not tell you openly, but in their actions, they will make sure that the winner doesn't win 2028. Your chance of winning is gone. So I think that the delegates themselves, if they want a united party, if they give the winner a resounding victory, then the people who will lose will not have a voice. They will know that the party has decided that this is the way they want to go. So even though they contested the candidate, though because they have very small numbers, whether they support the candidate or not, the party is in a certain mood.
Right.
But if the delegates send a message that we are divided, and therefore the winner has 60 and all the others have 40 put together, and if all the others decided that, okay, we are not going to give it our best, the party is in a mess. So the delegates who are going to vote, if they think, if they have any view, if they have any idea, if they think that they want to give NDC a run for their money in 2028, then Saturday's election,
they should make it
clear that this is the mood of the party. But if the
what margins will send this type of statement?
Oh, at least minimum 70% for the winner.
And then the rest will share the 30.
And the rest can share the 30. That will be minimum.
That will be difficult.
That will be good for the party to say, this is the direction we want to go. That is how I see it. Minimum of 70% for whoever is winner.
That will be quite difficult. 70% in an election.
No, it's all about the delegates. That's what, if they understand it from this, but that's why I cited Alan and Akufo-Addo. That in the first election,
it was close.
It was close.
Went into a runoff.
The Alan people felt
they had
power that they nearly beat Akufo-Addo, and if they had not stepped down, and at the end of the day, they said they were even prevailed upon to step down. So there were a lot of issues in the party. That in the subsequent election that they gave Alan a small number and Akufo-Addo won massively.
Then it was clear.
It was clear that this is the direction the party want to go. And I say that they should learn from that. The NDC has done it so well. Anytime Mahama goes there, you will see it. It's about 80% win. And that is why the NDC realized that whether they like it or not, it is Mahama they want to go with. If the NPP want to tell Ghanaians, and it's not only about their supporters and even the delegates, so even the person who is not NPP person, is going to go to the vote. This decision that they will take Saturday has the potential to tell the person that I think that the NPP believes in Bawumia. That's why they voted for, or they believe in Ken. That's why they voted for him. But if you go and send a signal that as a party, your delegates who decide who leads, you are not sure who should lead, and therefore you are weighing the skills. That the ordinary person who is not a party member going to vote also like even the party is not sure. They are not sure. They are not decided. So why should I even go and vote? And I think that this should be key in the decision delegates are going to make on Saturday.